Hello and good morning to this Blender 2.8 tutorial. Today we will be talking about materials in Blender. Alright, well here we have our cube nicely selected. We go down here, this is the material properties. Have that symbol in Blender means materials. Here you can see there's a ton of things that we can change. But before we change any of those things, we need to change what kind of view we're looking at here. Here's the 4 different kinds. There's wireframe, wireframe, and solid, material, and we have render. Alright. Now, to change the should be able to see. Here you can also change the shade, the color, how dark and light it is. You can also change if it's made of metal or not here. I'm just going to show you a few of the most simple things that I use. You can have that as a value of 0 or 1 or anything in between. 1 is completely metal, 0 is not metal at all, and in between is like sort of metal, which doesn't exist in the real world. So it's best just to keep it 0 or 1. I'll leave it at 1. Here you can change the roughness, pretty much the shininess of your object. 0 is completely shiny, 1 is not really shiny at all. I'm going to put it on completely shiny. You notice it's a little hard to tell what's going on with our cube here because, well, it just doesn't really look like metal. You can see it's reflecting light. The problem is that the only thing for it to reflect is this one light. There's no other objects, and for something to look shiny, it needs things to reflect. So I'm going to show you how you can really easily get something for your object to reflect. What we're going to do is go to a website, hdrihaven.com. Here you can download a bunch of HDRIs. Now what is an HDRI? I'll tell you. They are 360-degree bubble photographs. So, and what they'll do is they'll give lighting to your scene, and they'll also give all your materials something to reflect. So like here you can see the glass material reflecting it, metal material, plasticky ceramic sort of material. So you can download any of these that you want, doesn't matter which one. This one for example. You can see it in this. If you scroll down, there's a bunch of different ones you can download here. These are just different resolutions. It tells you the file size right here. For mine, I'm just going to use 4K because it's not super low resolution. It's also not super high, so it should work really good. All these on this website are under the license CC0, which means you can use them for even commercial use, and you don't have to give, you don't have to pay anything for free. You don't have to give attribution to the object, which is really nice for all the artists out there. Okay, so once you've clicked on one of these and downloaded it, you go over here to your world. I already have mine downloaded. World properties. You can click on this little dot, and then environment texture. There we go. Everything is nice and clean, which is not at all what we wanted. So that is because it's looking for an image texture to put back here, but it doesn't know where it is. You have to tell it where it is. So I'm going to click open right here. Then I'm going to go find my downloads folder. If you don't know, well, just if you want to have like a little link right here, normally it's not going to have a little link right here. I had to put it there. You just have to go find your where your downloads folder is, and then copy and paste the file path right here, and then it'll open, and then you just click plus right here, and it will add a little download thing. Alright, I'm going to open up mine, and voila, now we have our background 360 image, which is really cool. And it's reflecting really nicely here. Cube that's made out of metal. Okay, let's try copying this cube here, and I'll show you a little issue you might run into. Press Shift D, copy it. I'm just gonna move it right here. Notice it's reflecting this image really nicely, and it's not reflecting the other cube at all. So it looks a little odd right here. I'll show you how to fix that. If you go over here to your render properties, right here, if you click screen space reflection, now it works. So that's just something you've got to remember to do if you want it to reflect other objects, which you probably will most of the time. Yeah, and again, if you switch to your solid view, again, it's just kind of like the default view. You won't be able to see the color of your cubes. They'll just be white. Everything will be white no matter what color it is, and light won't do anything. You won't be able to see your HDRI or like 360 image in the background. You have to make sure that when you're working with materials that you're in this render view mode. Alrighty, well, now we've got two cubes that are reflecting each other. And of course you can change all the settings in these everywhere. Let's add a model made out of glass. So for that, I'm going to go to monkey, because it's a little bit more interesting of a shape. Leave it out here. Just press G and then move my mouse and then clicked. If you're ever moving something and you didn't mean to, if you want to put it right back where it was, you just right click and it will jump back to where it was. Okay, I'm gonna click new. Making sure I'm selected right here. I'm going to right here where it says transmission. I'm going to change that to 1. This means that it is now made out of glass, which is awesome. Might not look really like it, sort of a little bit. And partially it's because it's kind of frosted glass right now, because it's not completely shiny. If I set that to 0, now it's 100% shiny, and it looks a little more like glass, or like stained glass maybe. If we want to make this smooth, or monkey smooth, you just right click on it, shade smooth. Now, yeah, it's looking a lot better. If you notice, however, we kind of have the same problem with our cubes, how it's not reflecting the cubes, it's just going straight through it. I'll show you why that is. If you go, well, first, there's 3 things you have to do to make it work. So if you're in the settings for your glass material, scroll down, right here in settings, if you click screen space refraction, that's the first check mark, right here. The second one we already did, which is this one, the screen space reflection, that has to be checked, and also refraction has to be checked. So you have to make sure those 3 things are checked for it to work. If you notice it disappeared, this is kind of a bug, I think. So just uncheck this one, and check it, and there we go, it works. Awesome, now we know how to make glass, metal, non-metallic materials, and make the reflections and the refractions and everything work. Okay, now I want to extend my invitation to y'all, which is to take your spaceship from last time, open up mine here, and texture it. I'm going to click and drag to get rid of all that extra ones I made. Navigate over here, or you can use these if you want. It's just easier for me to use the keyboard shortcuts, if you remember from last time. Okay, first thing we're going to do is change our kind of view. Because for this view, I add, for example, a light. It's not going to do anything. Okay, going to this view, notice my light is not very bright. If you want to change your light settings, you go over here, and right here you change the power, and make it like 1000. See a lot better. Okay, but for now I'm actually going to delete my light, and so we can see it better. Let's practice what I showed you before, which is putting in a background HDRI 360 bubble sort of image. We go to the world properties, put this dot, environment texture. Again. Go to open, downloads, find one. There we go. Perfect. Now, let's, sliding our spaceship much better. Let's start adding some materials. I'm going to select this rectangular prism, go to the material settings, click new. I'm going to change the basic color. Sometimes you may have this problem where it just turns purple, and like no matter what you do, it just doesn't work. Alright, well I did a little bit of experimenting, and sometimes when it turns purple, for no apparent reason, you check the screen space refraction, uncheck it, sometimes that works. It's just kind of a bug. Alright. Now, let's see where we're going to change the color here. Make it kind of a brown. How about make it a metal? One. Make it real shiny. Awesome. Okay. Now let's say we want this same material on all of these objects out here. There's two ways to do that. First, we can click here and find that material in this list. This one. Now it's that material. You can also rename them right here. You can also, so you can do that for each one of those, which might be long, kind of a tedious thing to do. You can also select all of these either by pressing Shift while left clicking to select multiple, or you could also just like click and drag, and press Shift and drag to add to that first selection, and now they're all selected. Okay, if you notice this one right here has this one right here has a lighter orange selection around it. So they're all technically selected, but this one is sort of more selected. It's called the active object. And it means that they're all selected, but this one is special. If we want all of the materials to be the same as the special one, well, first of all, we can choose which one's special after they're all selected. It's like you're selecting this one, just hold down Shift and click it, and that way you can choose which one is the most selected one. Now if we press Control L, you can click materials. Now they all have the same material. And if we change the color here, it'll change it for all of them. It's kind of cool. Even if only one of them selected, though, it's going to change the color for all of them. You might be wondering why that is. If you want to change the color for just one of them, like let's say we want to make these ones like pretty much the same material, but just a little darker. Like this number right here. And that just means it's making it like so that they're not connected. Alright, and now I can make this one darker. And we'll affect the other ones. And I'm thinking, oh, I want to make this one the same darkness. But then it changes all of them. And it's still connected. So instead, we can go over here and find that one from the list. It's this one. Yeah, now they're the same. Now if we change this one, we'll change both of them. Because these ones are the same material. Also, starting my tool, start making these two the same as this one. So the last one that you select is going to be the one with this orange outline. Press Control L, materials. There we go. Let's make our monkey head out of glass. Right click, shade smooth. Let's make it smooth. Press new. Go down here, change this first transmission to 1. Made out of glass. Well, let's change our roughness to 0. Nice and glassy. It's still not reflecting this stuff. Oh, and neither is our metal materials are reflecting each other either. So, first for the glass, we're going to put in here the glass material, click screen's base refraction. Go over here, click screen's base reflection. Now these ones are working correctly. And the third thing for glass material is also refraction. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work. So go back here and check this one and check it. Alright, I pretty much just had to check this and uncheck it and check on other random things until it worked. It's a little bit buggy sometimes, but that's all. And alright, let's make this one smooth as well. Also, if you notice, if I'm selecting one of these and I make it smooth, so a little bit funky, that's because you should only use that on things that are already sort of smooth, like things that you actually want smooth, because it's trying to smooth out the corners here, but we want it to be more like a box. So I'm just going to put that back. But awesome. Let's make this halo out of the same material. So over here, find it from the list. You can also just select it. Materials, it's the same sort of deal. Let's make this one a little bit different of a color. Press 2 so that it's not connected anymore to the other one, so we'll change the monkey. Yellow, and even make it more of like a frosted glass. Yeah, it's nice. Alright, select all of it. Say this is done. And I'm going to press Shift D. I'm going to move it along, press X to move it along the X-axis. I'm going to click my left mouse button and press Shift R. Let's get this vertical. Yeah. Now that's really ambitious. You can drag and select all those. Shift D. Press Y. And then shift on. This might make the computer go slightly slow. Just doesn't know what to do with that one. Monkeys and stuff. Monkey halo spaceships. But yeah, that was pretty much everything I wanted to show you guys today. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have a video that you'd like that I do in the future. Yeah, have a nice day. Bye.